I've got a ton more subs.
I used to only have like around 120 to 130. Now I have over 200 already and growing. And I'm noticing a lot more people are following the channel. A lot more people are subbing to the channel. And I'm certainly excuse me, this week with Mass Effect Andromeda, next week with the Dark Souls 3 DLC, and the next episode of The Walking Dead and all that going on, I'm anticipating a lot more newcomers, a lot more people who maybe normally haven't been around to watch me stream. Maybe they're not interested in Zelda, which has been what I've been primarily streaming for weeks now. Maybe we'll get a bunch of new influx of people coming to the channel. This is quite exciting to have my Twitch channel growing the way that it is. I'm very pleased with the way things have been going, so thanks for everyone for that. Very nice. Shout out to Bomb Jin Likes Thed, who gave a 10-bit cheer and says, will I ever get into the political scene? Listen, it's definitely a possibility, and what I mean by that is, am I going to be running for office? Probably not. Would I ever talk about politics? Possibly. The few times that I've talked about politics on Twitter seem to get a pretty positive overall reaction. The bottom line, though, is that politics is one of those things that's very, very divisive. And if you say one thing to one side or one thing to the other side, the bottom line is that people could basically get turned off from the stuff that you're mainly known for, right? So let's be honest here. If I come out and I say a very polarizing political statement, because it's part of my personal beliefs, and people are either in disagreement or even maybe offended by that statement, chances are they may say, well, that's it, I'm not going to watch Phil's streams anymore, I'm not going to watch Phil's videos anymore, because he's ideologically on the other side from where I am, and I can't support someone who's like that. I personally think that's ridiculous. I think that if you're an intelligent adult and a mature adult, you realize that you can have a disagreement with someone, but still respect them and watch them for the things that they're known for.
I'm known as being a gamer, an entertainer, a YouTuber, and a streamer.
I cover new releases, I review games, I have fun streams now with everyone, interactive streams, I have fun playthroughs on YouTube. That's what I'm known for. Just because I say something politically that maybe you don't agree with, doesn't mean that the other stuff I do isn't fun anymore. You know what I mean? But that's what I mean. I'd be very afraid, well, not necessarily afraid, I'd be very apprehensive to jump into a political realm and start making political statements, especially when you know what's going to happen. There will be a segment of my audience who may be turned off. So, I've considered it, I actually talked about it a couple months ago, that now would be the time, right? Strike when the iron is hot, as they say, okay? Now that the political climate is hot both in Europe and America, it may be time to start doing that kind of stuff. Right now, I'm mainly enjoying focusing on my gameplay streams, changing my gameplay streams into something that are more interactive and more fun, and making my Twitch channel more successful. Politics is something I could always jump into at any time, okay? Whoa! Shout out to Ernoant, who just said we could still drink beer and play games together if we disagree politically.
He did a 1,000-bit cheer for that one. Wow, thank you, Ernoant. I agree.
For me, there's people out there, okay, who I 100% disagree with some of the things that they say about politics. But I find them entertaining, I find them having good personalities, and overall generally being good people. So I can still watch their content, whether it's either a YouTuber, or they're an actor, or they're a filmmaker, whoever they are, you know what I mean? Like, there's some people out there I really disagree with, ideologically with some of the things they stand for, but I could still go watch a movie they make or something. That doesn't stand in the way of the enjoyment of their art. You know what I mean?
Excuse me.
YouTube announced this week that moving forward, as of May 2nd, they are completely disabling annotations on YouTube. What they've said is now that they've instituted their new end card system, meaning at the end of every video, you can have a pop-up that shows like a related video or a recommended video. Apparently, this is what they're claiming. Since they've instituted these end cards last year, they've seen a 60 to 70% decline in the use of annotations. Annotations are the ability to create a message or a superimposed, like, box over your videos on YouTube. For example, some YouTubers have what are called end cards. This is where the idea came from that YouTube stole, basically. Some YouTubers, at the end of every video they put out, they have a box that says, click here to see my latest video. Click here to subscribe. Click here. And what they do is they have these links that appear. If you click the screen, you'll go there and actually have that stuff happen, okay? And it's been a staple thing on YouTube forever. Like, since YouTube started, annotations have been a big thing. Some people integrate them fully into their videos to make interactive video series where you can click through video series and do stuff and go from video to video and stuff like that. So a lot of YouTubers like them. A lot of YouTubers enjoy them. The problem is that YouTube has now become a website that's primarily mobile-focused, meaning YouTube is saying that about 70% of people who view YouTube now view the website on a mobile device, whether it's a smartphone or a tablet, and annotations don't work properly on mobile devices. If they even do pop up, they don't work properly. You can't click on them and it won't work properly. So basically YouTube is saying, well, since they don't work properly, we're just going to completely do away with them, alright? A lot of people hate YouTube's end cards.
YouTube doesn't care.
I'll say that again, YouTube just doesn't care. It's once again a situation here where YouTube is going to make a big sweeping change to the website. They're completely ignoring feedback. Even though last year, the CEO of YouTube came out publicly and said, we listen to all of your feedback and we care and we will directly listen to everything you say. They're completely ignoring all the feedback they're getting, saying keep annotations, and they're getting rid of them anyway.
And YouTube doesn't care about your feedback or the fact that you use them. So you better get used to it. That is how YouTube operates.
On paper, they see a statistic, and based on that statistic, they make a knee-jerk reaction, versus actually asking the creators, the viewers, the people who use the website on a daily basis. They don't ask them.
They just do whatever they want because they're Google, right? They're smart. They're smarter than you, and they're smarter than me.